Step number 1 for putting sclera contact lenses in, as with all contact lenses, make sure you wash your hands properly. You don't want to be putting dirty fingers into your eyes and risk getting an infection. It is also best to dry your hands with a lint-free cloth. That way you don't get any pieces of lint onto the contact lenses. Step number 2 is to inspect your contact lens. Make sure that it is not expired. Make sure that there's no chips or damages to the lens, that it hasn't dried out, because yeah, you don't want to be putting a damaged or expired lens into your eye. These are your eyes. Step number 3 is to rinse off your sclera contact lens with some form of a multi-purpose disinfectant soft contact lens solution. I recommend doing this just so that you can rinse off any sort of debris, make sure it's perfectly clean. This type of solution will make it a little bit more comfortable, and even if they're straight, brand new contact lenses straight out of the vial, that saline buffer solution that comes in there typically is not the exact salt content as your tears, so just rinsing it all off, getting a new fresh coat of solution on there, typically, just in my experience, makes them more comfortable. Now, before we put them in, just a pro tip that'll make it a lot easier is to have some form of a handheld mirror nearby, because then you'll be able to look straight down into the mirror. You can let gravity hold the contact lens under your fingers rather than trying to somehow hold onto it and put them in sitting upright. That just makes it way too difficult. So instead, grab a handheld mirror of some kind. I'm going to be using this cool, creepy thing just because 'tis the season. Now hold the contact lens with your fingers, either with 2 fingers or using a little tripod stand with 3 fingers. You're going to first stare at the contact lens, then stare down toward your body. And you're going to be using your non-dominant hand to lift your upper eyelid, and then you're going to tuck the large sclera contact lens under that top eyelid. Then you're going to pause and then look upward. Then, using your non-dominant hand, switch to the lower eyelid, pull that down, and then push the remaining of the contact lens onto the eye. All right, now after you're done wearing them and looking all cool and fancy,